all of my Geminis out there. So hold on one second. Got all these tarot decks right here. So please make sure to get the book at Amazon or BarnesandNoble.com. The links will be in the description box below as usual. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, share the video. I am going to turn the ring light on, just not right now at this point in time, right? Later on in the video, because this ring light it shuts off and stuff like this. But I definitely am going to replace it, just not right now, you know. But just bear with me, y'all. I'll turn it on a little bit later in the video. So I actually finished, excuse me, not finished reading it, but I'm almost done finished reading it. It's about 151 pages, right? One of the books that I actually got that I was showing in the Cancer Crab videos. Yeah. And this is one of those books that's very easy for me to read. 151 pages, and I'm on page 88. So I mean, it's not really difficult at all. Most of that stuff that they're talking about in the book so far, when I've read it, I've learned a lot, but most of that stuff I actually kind of already am familiar with, right? So I'm ahead of the curve. So let's get into it for the Geminis. Let's see what the Geminis have got going on for y'all, right? Let's see what the cards got for y'all. So you have the Hermit, you have the Knight of Coins, you have the Ten of Swords, you have the Strength card, the Queen of Coins, the Ten of Cups, Three of Coins, you have the Ace of Spears, you have the Emperor, the Four of Cups. Like I said, bear with me. Six of Cups, Nine of Spears, and then you have the Sun, you have the Judgment, and last but not least, you have the Ace of Coins. All right, so what I'm seeing here is that this is a situation for you where a lot of you Geminis, right? The Hermit, Knight of Coins, Ten of Swords. This is a situation for you Geminis, right? Where a lot of you Geminis happen to be in a situation where this person thought that they were so much smarter than you, right? From the past. The Hermit can represent a person that really has something going on, right? But also it could also represent a person who is cocky in what it is that they think that they know. So this person may have thought that they got you exactly where it is that they wanted you, and they had all this game, and you showed them that they don't have all this game, because the Knight of Coins is you walking off and essentially realizing that this person is not who it is that they thought, who it is that you thought they were, and who originally they put themselves out to be. So the Ten of Swords now represents this being a situation for a lot of you where the Ten of Swords is about, if you've seen it, right, you have the word traitor written at the top, and this is about how this person is not meant to be trusted, because their idea of a relationship, or getting themselves into a relationship, is to control and to trick the people whom they are trying to be in a relationship with. Obviously, that's a big no-no, because people who try to tamper with people's free will and stuff like this, it's a very dangerous thing, you know. Back when I used to do spells for people and stuff like this, I mean, I only do spells for people unless they really pay me well, you know what I mean? But back when I used to do spells for people and stuff like that, you know, people would try to ask me if I can go ahead and do a love spell on a particular person. And yeah, I can do that type of stuff. But if they don't choose to be with you, then you're trying to tamper with free will. And now we're getting into some stuff where it's going to backfire on everybody involved. It's going to drive the person crazy whom you're doing it to, and it's going to backfire on you, and then it's going to backfire on me for even working that kind of magic out. So the thing is, tampering with those forces. So the Strength card, right, in that particular way, the Strength card and the Queen of Cups represents how, you know, this represents the level of strength that you have attained, right? The Strength and the Queen of Coins doesn't necessarily represent people that is coming in or a person that's coming in. It's actually a representation of a newfound self-respect and dignity. You understand what I'm saying? I said this before and I'll say it again. You know, like people like Tupac, you know what I mean, were notorious if you really paid attention to how Tupac moved. Tupac and like Geminis in general, Biggie, you see what I mean? Geminis really put on like this villain persona, but in actuality, you know, at heart, a lot of them are really marshmallows. So it's like the thing is that a lot of the times, right, Geminis, I'm gonna put it on. Geminis will go ahead and play as if they're real tough, but really what Geminis, and they are, but what Geminis want is love at the end of the day. And see, the Strength in the Queen of Coins represents the newfound level of respect that, no, you're not going to go ahead and let people talk to you any kind of way and treat you any kind of way just because, you know what I'm saying, you know, you may be a little bit all over the place. You know what I mean? Gemini is one of those zodiac signs, you know, where they kind of have to get their stuff together, kind of figure out what exactly it is that they really want, because, you know, Geminis, y'all represent air signs, right? And air is everywhere, you know what I mean? So because air is everywhere, that's the mentality of people who are air signs, right? But it's more so having to learn to gather your mind and figure out who you are and what it is that you want. The Ten of Cups represents, so essentially you let this relationship go. Whatever kind of flame, right, candles that you had for this person is essentially burnt out. You really don't want to be with them anymore. And you've chosen not to be with them because you understand that it's essentially was a waste of time, right? How can someone that supposedly said that they may have liked you or love you or supposedly want to be in a relationship with you now try to control you, right? All of a sudden. And the Three of Coins and the Ace of Spears represents, so now what you're thinking about is rebuilding, right? You've completely let this person go. Now for you, Geminis, it's about rebuilding, not necessarily what you had, but rebuilding something different, right? Different. Being more adept to the games that people play so you can bypass it. Well, you know, here's the thing. The trick is that once you're able to see through who's BSing and who's not, it'll make things very easy for you in general, right? Anybody, any zodiac sign, but I'm speaking to you Geminis. And the reason why I'm saying that in the first place is because for you Geminis, I'm your other half, right? A Virgo, right? So I've developed a system for myself where when I see people, when I observe that someone is on BS, I immediately know that they're on BS and it's a waste of time. And how it is that you know that someone is on BS, because I'm sharing it with you, is if they're playing games. Because it's like, whether it's you're talking, because I have Instagram, whether you're speaking to someone through Instagram, text message, through the phone, face to face, there shouldn't be long pauses. There shouldn't be, you know, them not wanting to answer certain things. There shouldn't be all of these games. There shouldn't be any of that. It should be direct conversation between you and them and action. You understand what I'm saying? If somebody is really interested in you, you know, they will come over at 3 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean? I've been in those certain situations. You know what I mean? Some people like me and stuff like this. I'm not going to say who. But, you know, in the middle of the night, stuff like this, we hung out. And that's how serious it is. Somebody has to actually not just straight, not just let you know that they're interested, right? Straight out, right? Straightforward, right? Directly, but also take action on it. Clear and concise, and there's no kind of confusion. If there's any kind of confusion whatsoever, then it means that you're wasting your time if you continue to spend your time on someone who thinks like that. Now, there's 24 hours out of the day, right? About 8 of those hours you asleep. How do you want to spend the next 16 hours of your day? You understand what I'm saying? So that's just me. I'd rather spend it doing something constructive. But the Emperor and the Four of Cups represents how this is something for you, Geminis, right? Where you know, this person is just arrogant. You know what I'm saying? This person just thinks that they are, you know, they rule over you, right? Like a monarch or something like this. And the Four of Cups is that you can't believe you even like this person to even try to, you know, make something work with them. And the Six of Cups represents how, you know, the Six of Cups represents you may try to flirt with them, and they may be like, nah, and you realize that you understand that you and them are not for each other, or this person could be, because you have the Six of Cups, this person could be coming back to you. And the Nine of Spears represents how someone is tired in a situation. You could be the one that's tired. They could be the one that's tired of you. But I don't necessarily see how they are tired of you if they're the ones that's playing all these games. They have all this energy to play games, so more than likely this is you, and this is them coming back trying to appease you and make it seem as if like they've changed. You know, things have changed, and they've done all this learning and growing. And the Sun card represents, you know, boom. Now you're in a position where you can make demands. But see, the Judgment, right? The Judgment and the Ace of Coins, look at it. This person is trying to get back in your good graces, and the Judgment represents you leaving them hanging. So this is a situation where you really leaving them hanging, and they kind of look goofy now because it's like they did all that craziness and they ended up hurting themselves in the end. What good does that make? So let's clarify the Judgment. Let's clarify the Judgment. By the way, like this video. It will help this video to get picked up by the algorithm. Also, too, leave a comment, you know. So the cards that I come up with are the Grand Boys, the Nan Bull Cloud, and then you have the Alegua to clarify the Judgment. So this is about, again, Grand Boys letting the chips fall where they may. You're not trying to force yourself to get back in a relationship with this person. You're not trying to be in a relationship with anyone at all right now. Nan Bull Cloud, but you will let this person make an idiot out of themselves because they are volunteering to do that because they played all these games with you. And the Alegua is that they want to see if you're going to ultimately open a door for them. What I suggest you do is keep it pushing. And then the Ace of Coins, let's clarify the Ace of Coins. Hold on. Shuffle these cards up right. Cards falling all over the place. Boom. All right. One more time. By the way, I appreciate it. You know what I mean? I appreciate everybody coming through to my channel, really helping my channel, you know what I mean, grow. Short period of time. Really appreciate it. You have the Grand Ibo, Oriate, La Place to clarify the Ace of Coins. So this is a situation for a lot of the Geminis, right? With this person, you know, this person is just, this person is almost willing to do anything to get back at you. You know, they see you doing a lot more without them, right? And they're trying to make, like I said, they're trying to make it seem as if things have changed. And now they're in a position where they're willing to compromise. So a lot of you Geminis could really name your price at this point. What I would suggest you do is to keep it pushing. You know what I mean? You know, a lot of that stuff, a lot of these waters get murky, you know, because then you have blackmail and stuff like this. I don't necessarily really suggest that people do that to each other. You know what I mean? Because that's when it starts to get dangerous. You know, people are not toys. You know what I mean? And too many times people who have mental illnesses think people are toys, and it's like, no, you're not. You forgetting the chaos factor. And the chaos factor is what Aquarius represents, the unpredictability, right? The mystery, right? You don't necessarily know what a person might do. You know what I mean? You don't necessarily know what a person is thinking. So, you know, you having the idea, not idea, but the ideology that you're going to run around and not you, I'm saying, but this person has the idea that they're going to run around and disrespect you or anybody and think that, you know, things are going to work in their favor every single time. That's a very dangerous ideology or mentality to really have. You know what I mean? You gotta people who have that mentality gotta essentially throw that away to the wayside, because that's not a wise way to live. Let's clarify the Six of Cups. The Brigitte, you have the La Serene, and then you have the Dr. John. So to clarify the Six of Cups. So this is a situation, right, where, like I said, this person comes back. They was planning to come back for a minute now. Finally get a chance to actually come back to you. The La Serene is that, you know, like I said, they want to make you think that they've changed. Things have changed. They're different. And Dr. John represents that, you know, Dr. John that says that they're willing to go great lengths. But it also speaks to how they see the importance in you that they couldn't see before. So, you know, you were good company when you were around. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. Peace.